The stupid advice that made me rich. When I was 23, my cousin Marcus gave me a piece of advice that everyone thought was ridiculous. He told me,
"Buy old pickup trucks and fix them up. They're disappearing fast, and you'll get way more value than any brand new car."
At the time, I just landed a solid job at a software company and was approved for a loan on a brand new luxury SUV. Everyone in my circle drove flashy German cars, trying to look successful while drowning in monthly payments. Then Marcus pulled me aside one weekend at a family cookout. He wasn't the talkative type, but he always had a dusty old project truck sitting in his garage, so when he spoke, I listened. He lifted the tarp off a faded blue 1971 Ford F-100 and said,
"I bought this thing for $3,000 back in 1998. Sold it this spring for $115,000. You think your fancy new car will ever do that?"
That stuck with me for weeks. While everyone else was picking rims and leather interiors, I kept hearing his voice in my head. Eventually, I called the dealership and canceled my SUV order. Instead, I started searching for classic trucks I could afford to restore. Within 2 months, I bought 3 wrecked old pickups from the early 70s, a Dodge Power Wagon that barely ran, a Chevy C10 with a busted transmission, and a Ford Ranger that looked like it had been through a tornado. My parents were horrified. My friends laughed and said I'd lost it. One of them joked,
"You'll never pick up girls in those rust boxes, unless they're into history class."
Another said I looked like I was running a scrapyard, not building a future. Sometimes, I wondered if they were right, especially when their shiny Audis and Benzes pulled up next to my beat-up trucks. But then, I'd remember Marcus's $115,000 sale and kept pushing forward. For the next 5 years, I spent nearly every night and weekend in his garage. I learned welding, bodywork, electrical repairs, everything I could. I started attending classic car auctions, studying what collectors really paid attention to. While my friends were posting pictures of their car interiors and complaining about $1,000 to $100 monthly payments, I was knee-deep in grease, trying to keep my dream alive. And then, things started to change. The market for classic trucks exploded. People wanted the same vehicles their dads or grandfathers had driven. Prices skyrocketed overnight. That old Power Wagon I bought for $1,800 sold for over $60,000. I used the profit to buy 5 more project trucks. 2 years later, I sold a pair of restored Chevys and bought a small workshop. Now, I own 19 classic pickups and have 8 more in restoration. My friends, 2 of them had their luxury cars repossessed when they lost their jobs. Meanwhile, collectors are calling me weekly, offering 6 figures for my restored rides. Turns out, Marcus wasn't crazy after all. There will always be newer, shinier cars, but they'll never make memories like the old ones do.